Okay, so as you can see, today we're doing a character spotlight on Goku mid. Why is he called Goku mid?
Okay, bring it
Because
on.
he's pretty freaking mid. Okay, first thing we check out, resources. Starts out with mid resources, the same thing as everyone else, average resources, nothing unique, nothing special, nothing crazy either. Let's check out his rush chains. Gut punch first, not bad. Ki second. Flying kicks third. Gut punch again. Not bad. I wish. I think he would have been better if he switched his Ki with his flying kicks. But regardless, it's a decent rush chain. Let's see if his Ki connects well. It's not bad connecting combo. Let's test it in the air. Okay, it sticks pretty well. Yeah, but if you don't mash, you're gonna miss the connection. So you have to mash. Let's check out his step and move. Gut punch, not bad. Now let's check out his perception. Ooh, gut punch as well. So Goku's rush chains and his physical combat, I guess you could say, throwing hands, is not that bad. Now where Goku really starts to lack is his skills. Share your energy with me. Yeah, that'll buff the spirit bomb, I guess. How many times can you stack it? I don't know. Let's just keep spamming it. Okay, 3 times. I'll only let you do it 3 times.
Get ready to see my guts.
And doing that 3 times, 6 skill points, just to do what? Let's see how much damage this does. I think Broly takes more damage from ultimates anyway. 25k? Not bad, but at the same time, do you want to spend 6 skill points on that? Using 6 super perceptions would have done the same thing, same amount of damage that is the difference between a fully charged spirit bomb and a default spirit bomb. Yeah, I'd rather have 6 super perceptions than extra 9k damage on my ultimate. Like, 6 super perceptions won't do 9k, but the opportunities it grants you is probably gonna amount to more than 9k damage if you get 6 super perceptions off. I don't think Share Your Energy with me is a great skill, nor is its gimmick very good, because it only adds about 9,000 damage to your ultimate. And let's see if it stays when you switch your character. No, you lose it all. So if you want to do max damage Spirit Bomb, it's probably best if you have 6 skill points saved up and you just spam it all at once.
Share your energy with me.
Spam it all at once. I'm not sure if the ultimate is unblockable. Let's find out. What the hell's going on?
With me.
I don't know why sometimes inputting the ultimate could be rather weird. Oh, it is unblockable, so there's that. It's unblockable. Alright, let's check out his second skill. His second skill is I Can't Wait, which he gets decent buffs from it, but costing 3 skill points when other people could use 3 skill points, get the same buffs, and get instant spark. It just makes Goku mid in comparison to others, rather mid. It would be crazy if he had an instant spark, could do all of that, and then Share Your Energy was 1 skill point, and then he spams it 3 times and is able to get like a 25 to 27k damage ultimate off, which is pretty fair if you're able to pull all of that off at once. You know, you save all your resources. Doing a 25k damage ultimate is understandable, right? You have characters like Broly, who all he needs to do is transform and then charge into sparking mode with his super armor, and then he's able to pull off a 25k unblockable ultimate. So, yeah. But I will say, if Goku had those tools, he'd be rather broken. He'd be meta. But don't we want all characters to be rather meta? But anyway, we checked out his skills. Skills are nothing interesting. Let's check out his supers. Okay, he has a beam super. It does a slightly above average damage. Most beam supers that cost 3 key bars are around 7400 to 7500. Goku's does 7600. Probably because it's against Z Broly. Z Broly's a little weaker to supers than most people are. Okay, let's check out second super. Kaioken attack. That was the Kaioken that he did against Frieza. Did about 9,000 damage, not bad. I believe in BT3, if you manage to get all 3 of these, it would do max damage. But the thing is that it wasn't a live cutscene. So being able to set up 3 of these without the live cutscene was massive. I guess he deserved a max damage ultimate if you do that, but it would have been cool if they kept the same concept here, because in this game it's a little easier to set things up, right? Like imagine it wasn't a live cutscene. You can just do this, low sweep, and then do share your energy with me, which I'm already at max buffs, so it is what it is. Alright, let's check out Goku's Ki Blasts. You know, just your average set of Ki Blasts. Nothing unique, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. But yeah, as of right now, only thing Goku really has going for him in his base form are his Rush Chains and his Perception move. And it's just like, okay, other characters have the same thing but for lower DP, and they have better skills than Goku. So it's just like, Goku mid in his base form is really not good, especially considering he costs 5 DP. So I would say that he's not viable in his base form, and that's what makes it really not good to use him, because in your base form, you know, characters that could transform, such as Goku mid, let's transform with him now. This is an iconic transformation. I love the animation that they did. The camera angles on that is sick. But like having a good base form with the characters that you want to transform with is really important. Not only do you want survivability, so when you transform you're not freaking low health and locked in with your opponent, because if you do transform, your switch gauge will reset, so you have to wait. And you have to wait longer than the base form, because for example, Goku's base form is 5 DP, that's 25 seconds you're locked in. But when you transform, you reset the switch gauge, you turn into a 6 DP character, and that's about a 30-second wait time now. So if you don't have any survivability skills within your base form, and you get opened up, that's gonna be a really tough time if you want to transform. Now, luckily in Goku's transformed state, Super Saiyan 1, he has Wild Sense, which is a good survivability tool. It's not bad. He has Now I'm Angry, which is instant sparking. Not bad at all. The instant sparking doesn't give you a pushback, but it does give a lot of buffs. 2 damage buff, 2 Ki Blast buff, 2 blast buff, 2 armor buff. It's a pretty good buff. Not bad. Let's check out his Rush Chains. We got Flying Kicks as first, Gut Punch as second, Rolling Hammer as third, Ki as fourth. That's a really, really good Rush Chain. Right? Flying Kicks as first is really, really good, because you get to immediately potentially open your opponent up. Gut Punch as second is really, really, really good. Rolling Hammer as third is really good, and Ki as fourth is really, really good as well. So his Rush Chains are basically the ideal Rush Chain in my opinion, like what I would want in a character. Because Flying Kicks as first allows me to open someone up immediately. I would like Gut Punch as soon as possible so I could stun them and set them up. So that's nice. Rolling Hammer is good to take someone's back, of course. And then Ki is good to end a combo and then just reset back to neutral without having to knock him back. So you could do something like that. But that wasn't a reset combo. Let me show you guys a reset combo. Like this. Still not reset. Yeah, you can work towards opening them back up again without having to knock them back, and then work towards re-engaging. So his Rush Chain is really good in his Super Saiyan form. Really, really good. And like I said, his skills are pretty good too. His Ki Blasts are nothing to write home about. Normal Ki Blasts, not bad. Okay, he has a Super Kamehameha. So if you activate it raw, you could really throw off a lot of opponents. Like, there are a lot of people who love using raw supers. The ones that are best used raw are the ones who don't have a cutscene, because you can really throw a lot of people off with it. And if they Z-burst dash at you, you could open them up. So I've been caught by raw supers that don't have a cutscene to it, because I'm not paying attention, and then I'm like pressing buttons and they throw it out at me. So yeah, if you're someone who likes using raw supers, then use supers that don't have a cutscene. 10,000 damage on that is pretty good. The animation sequence on that was okay. Nothing to complain about. It could be better though, I'll say that. Now let's do Angry Kamehameha. I love the change that they put on it. They made it start out as blue, then turn yellow. 19k damage is a lot. That's a lot. Let's see how much damage he does with the buff. I think he gets like a weird animation afterwards, and you might be stuck for a bit. He gets like exhausted or something. Okay, it's not a bad animation. You're not locked into it. There are some people who are locked into certain animations after moves and stuff. I think Gotenks SS3 has that issue, which is kind of funny. Let's check out Goku's perception move. He has a Ki as his perception move. Not the best. I wish he kept his gut punch. But you could still make it work. All it does is reset you guys back to neutral. You can see how the combo didn't really connect very smoothly though. So all you have to do is play neutral afterwards. It's better than getting hit. A super perception. A perception saved you from getting hit. Let's check out his step and move. Ki as well, wow. He has a Ki as a step and move. This is interesting. Yeah, not my favorite. Yeah, it could be so much better. I don't know what to say about that. This is why Goku mid is very mid. Yeah, Goku's another one of those characters that just does the basics. Nothing really too unique about him. Nothing too outlandish about him either. Overall, he's very, very mid. I can't take a shot every time I say mid, but like he's just not good. In his Super Saiyan form, he becomes viable. He could compete in his Super Saiyan form, but his base form, if we're talking about DP battle, base form is probably most important, because it'll save us DP, and transforming shouldn't be much of an issue, especially if you're using a base form that has survivability. And that is Goku mid's downfall, is that his base form has no survivability. Once you get opened up, you're in a predicament. Do you want to switch, or do you want to transform? If you switch, you're not getting your transformation off as soon. And even if you do switch and regain your health, who's to say that you won't get opened up again? Because once you switch back in, you can't immediately transform. You have to wait like 5 seconds. And 5 seconds could be enough for your opponent to open you up, and then damage you even further, and then put you in the same predicament. Do you want to switch again, or do you want to transform? And that's why it's so important that your base forms of characters that you want to use that you want to transform with have survivability and defensive skills in the case where you get opened up. And you want them to be good enough to be able to compete without needing to transform, which base adult Gohan has all of that, right? So yeah, the reason why Goku is not good is because his base form is simply not good. Yeah, if you pop off with Goku mid in his base form, you'll be able to transform, and he's one of those characters where if you don't get started, then you're kind of screwed. And even if you do get started, you just transform from a 5 DP to a 6 DP. 6 DP doesn't immediately break through super armor, and you want characters that could break through super armor. At the very least, 6 DP breaks through on the 3rd hit, as you can see. But it's still, it's better to spend 5 points on someone who could transform to a character that could immediately break through super armor. Luckily, 5 DP is not that much. You could afford another character who could potentially transform to a 7 DP character. But if you want Goku to be your ace character, your strongest character, probably not gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. It's unfortunate what they did to mid Goku. His base form, at least. His base form is really, really not good. If they gave him more survivability, then using share your energy with me wouldn't be that bad if he had more survivability.
Share your energy with me.
But that's just the unfortunate case of Goku mid. He is very, very mid, and that sucks. And Goku mid is probably one of the most iconic renditions of Goku. That's when he first turned Super Saiyan. But with that being said, I did play some games with Goku mid. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. It was a very tough matchup every time I played with Goku mid. Yeah, it was just not easy for me. But it is what it is. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, like and subscribe. Enjoy my commentary on these very mid games with mid Goku. Alright, here I am commentating on the games I had with mid Goku, which like I said in the spotlight, I did not really enjoy playing with mid Goku. As you saw, I had Lord Slug and Jace on my team. They have good survivability, so it will make up for Goku's lack of survivability. And here I am going against the Drink, again a viewer of mine. Chill person. The Drink is using the Burra, which will be cool for you guys. You guys get to see high level gameplay of two unconventional characters in the meta. Although I will say the game is quite laggy. Yeah, you can see the bottom right hand corner. It is his PC that cannot handle this stage. And the World Tournament stage, at first I really hated it. But I like it when I use the stage that has no crowd. Like this stage keeps the distance close, and they can't play the spamming zone game with such a close stage. People, the Drink, I know he uses hyperbolic time chamber because his PC can't handle these bigger stages that have that require more frames. But as much as I want to complain about the lag that I experienced, it's all good. He's experiencing lag too, so at the end of the day, it's not good for either of us. So it's not a good excuse. You just gotta lock in and do your best. And you can see it's a switch fest right now. We're just trying to get a feel of how we're playing, see where our weak points are. Jace is not the best character to switch in because he starts with one key bar, and you could see it was punishing me pretty badly. I lost my Vanish War because I don't have enough key. Yeah, you can see the lag is negatively affecting him too. I feel like both of us lost crucial Vanish Wars that we really shouldn't be losing. And not even just about Vanish Wars, but just vanishing regular attacks. I get a lucky super counter off on his untechable grab, so that's funny. My Lord Slug took a good amount of damage. You could see, like, I'm scared to switch in mid Goku because he took damage, and if he gets opened up again, then I'll be put in the predicament of if I want to transform or not and be locked in. So it's tough using mid Goku. It really is. And the reason being is because you do not want to lose a character. A lot of people don't know, but the timeout condition first looks at how many characters you have. If you have less characters than your opponent, you will lose the game in a timeout situation. That's why 5-character teams are so important. And that's how you know the developers designed DP Battle so everyone should have a 5-character team. The reason being is because if you do a 5v4, you're at a massive disadvantage unless you have a really strong character that could down one of your opponent's characters. So if you're gonna play like a 3 or 4 character team, you better have characters that are capable of finishing people off, so you don't get timed out. Such as Broly, such as Kale, such as Super Broly, which you could fit all 3 of those characters in your team and you'll have no problem making up the character deficit. But you can see mid Goku getting put in the blender here. I should have just switched, but I go for a Wild Sense. It's not a good idea, yeah. And Wild Sense as your defensive tool is not the best in high level gameplay because people like the Drink, they know how to counter it. I know how to counter it, so I should have known, but I was getting greedy. I wanted to use mid Goku. You could see me shake my head. I'm like, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? Now, I gave him the win condition. He has character advantage. He's probably gonna win. Mid Goku is just so easy to down. Like, he has no defensive tools whatsoever. Okay, there's not much to really talk about here. Now I'm just, like, I kind of, like, accepted my L from here. I mean, like, it's, Goku is basically my ace character, and that's probably not a good team composition. But just adding more characters who could transform to your team is probably not the best either. Because you do want characters that could switch quickly. You want both. You want a variety of characters on your team for a good team composition. Yeah, the drink loves his unblockable ki blast. And Deborah has after image strike, which the drink hasn't used it yet. He's probably saving it for a very special moment. Oh my god, this Vanish War is happening at half speed. Yeah, I have to down a character to make it even, but he's probably not going to let me down a character. My best bet here is probably get an instant sparking off with one of my characters. Jace has instant sparking. But I use a useless explosive wave there. I don't want Jace to die off, so Jace is probably my only hope in winning this game. Maybe I could have transformed with Lord Slug and cheese him out to get a character, but I don't like using giant characters. Not because I don't, not because I have this thing of like, oh, I don't play cheesy, I'm so cool. It's more of I'm just not good at using giant characters. I try to gain massive ki advantage with high tension, I get punished for it. Hopefully I could get a super counter off so I could take advantage of the ki advantage. And I do not, so a waste there. And he uses Sonic Sway, which drains my ki regardless. Look at my face. You can see the stress on my face.
You're a dumb piece of crap, and I'm so over.
Yeah, you can see the disappointment in my face. And here I am thinking about whether or not I want to rematch, because it was kind of laggy, the delay is kind of crazy, but I rematch anyway because I have an ego. You know those times when you know you're probably going to lose and you rematch anyway? Yeah, that's what I did. I knew it's better off playing the drink and hyperbolic time chamber. The delay in this game was crazy, but then I convinced myself in the head, all of that is cope. He's dealing with lag too. I am able to beat him. I'm going to try and rematch him. So my adaptation is to play even more careful with Goku. I say that as I slowly approach him. I get opened up. Very bad. I did the approach thinking I could open him up, but I get opened up, so that's not good. And look at this damage already. And I can't switch out with Goku just yet. And I'm gonna get put in yellow health. He has ki advantage. I'm in yellow health. I have to run away now. And I could have continued engaging him if I had a defensive tool. Which, like I discussed, Goku has no defensive tools for his skill set. And people would be like, oh, just super counter. Well, Deborah just got ki advantage there. You want skills that could protect you in the case of you not having ki advantage. And Goku has none of those. Not unless he transforms, and even if he transforms, Wild Sense is not the best. But regardless, as Recoome is destroying my Master Roshi, he did meaningful damage to 2 of my characters. I've done no meaningful damage to him. Jay says, I thought I'd never get my turn. I said in a video, it sounds like, to me it sounded like he said, I got a Namek in my town. And then a lot of people said, oh, I'm Australian. I know what he's saying. He's saying, I thought I would never get my turn. Someone said, I speak Australian, so I understand him. Nah, Jay speaks Space Australian. Okay, we got 3 characters that that got meaningful damage onto them. So yeah, I'm in a really bad position here, and my comeback man, who is Goku, is not the greatest. So I'm in a really bad spot here. Okay, here comes Goku. You should switch your character that you want to transform with against your opponent's weaker characters, because the weaker characters won't do that much damage, and if they're staying in with you, then there's more downtime. Which I did a really bad move. I don't know why I used my buff move for me to transform. I lose my buff, so you can see I'm like starting to panic. I'm making really bad decisions. I could have kept myself safe there with a Wild Sense. I would have had more Wild Sense if I didn't spend 3 skill points on a buff. But at the very least, I got Roshi into yellow health. He's gonna switch here. Yep. And now, at least I could switch very soon, but it's still a tough matchup here. Super Saiyan Goku does do a decent amount of damage. I try to stall out. The lag is messing me up. That's my excuse there. Like, I had my switch ready, but it's just so much delay. It's just, okay, there it is. The way you should avoid the charged unblockable ki blast by sword characters, you just gotta do a short dash away. So these sword characters are pretty good at countering the big and bulky characters such as Recoome, Nappa, because if you want to dodge this charged attack, the charged ki blast, unblockable ki blast, you have to dash away. And characters like Recoome and Nappa could only do 2 short dashes with 1 ki bar. Whereas you have other characters like Birder, Zarbon, the speed archetypes. They could dash 12 times, I think 12 times with 1 ki bar. So that's a good way to counter the really bulky characters, is whittle them down with a charged ki blast, the unblockable ki blasts, if you're using someone like Sword Trunks. And then you'll be able to gain massive ki advantage over them. I did some damage with Super Saiyan Goku, but it's probably not enough. And I do want to use this time right now to address what some people would say about my videos. They say, oh, it sounds like you're making excuses. Making excuses is excusing myself from a loss due to certain things I talk about. Right now, I'm just analyzing things I could have done better. Yes, I could have done some things better, but that doesn't mean the drink wouldn't have been able to deal with what I do, right? There are some situations where you could do things better and still end up losing. So I wouldn't doubt that the drink would still be able to beat me if I made better decisions, but at the end of the day, better decisions are better than bad decisions, right? So a lot of people just think pointing out mistakes is making excuses. No, I point out mistakes and that's it. I'm not making excuses. The drink is capable of beating me regardless if I make the right choices. I am just simply pointing out mistakes that I make in my gameplay. Therefore, and making it so that you guys don't make the same mistakes. But yeah, people call anything an excuse nowadays. An excuse is called an excuse because people use it to excuse themselves from responsibility. No, I am well aware of the drink's skill, and even if I make the right choices, the drink will probably react with the right choice as well. But I would have been at least in a better fighting position if I made better choices. But that doesn't mean I would have won, and that doesn't mean that it's okay that I lost, because no, it's not okay. I shouldn't be making these mistakes. especially knowing that I'm playing a not so viable character in mid Goku. But at the same time, he's using Deborah, you know? I do think Deborah is a slightly better character than mid Goku, but still, it's not like he's using some OP character. So at this point, there's no reason for me to be making these bad mistakes. But he has after a mid-strike up. False Courage could be a good counter to after a mid-strike.
Keep on trying.
Some people have been asking me to move my face cam because it covers the timer. I don't know where's a good spot to move my face cam, honestly. I don't like it having in the corners because it looks weird. I don't know why. I like having my face cam dead center. But time up, I know I lost. You could see me taking a deep breath. You could see the disappointment in my eyes. And I take the rematch anyway. Again, I don't like making excuses. It's like the lag is just kind of bad. You guys can't really feel it because you're not playing the game yourself, but I'm sure many of you who play the game understand my feeling right now. But the drink is a viewer. What kind of example would I be running away because of some little lag? Who cares? Especially since the lag isn't that bad. Like it's adaptable, but I get opened up once more. I tried playing it more slowly. And you can see the frames are dropping pretty bad here. Oh man, I don't know. I'm in a really bad situation already. Really bad situation.
Keep on trying.
Like at this point, I feel like I should always play on hyperbolic time chamber. That way I don't like make other players lag by choosing a stage that causes frame drops for them. But hyperbolic time chamber is such a boring stage, man. I can't play on it anymore. Like everyone plays on it simply because of the frames. It won't drop their frames as hard. But like, I'm tired of seeing blue. I'm tired of seeing blue. But yeah, he switches out his Raccoon. His Deborah did tons of damage to my mid Goku, because Goku is super mid. He sidesteps my gut punch. That was nice. You know what's an excuse I can make? People who watch me, they've seen my playstyle over and over. Like, people could have me downloaded really easily, especially if they watch me consistently. So, that sucks for me. Like, if I were to enter a tournament, someone could literally just watch all of my videos and have a game plan for me. Okay, Master Roshi mirror match. Frames are dropping again. Yeah, this fight is happening in in slow motion. I gotta switch off. Maybe I should stop using World Tournament stage. Immediately get blocked by that little fencing. That was funny. But hey, the things getting in the way sometimes is funny and fun. Sometimes some RNG could be fun. It would only make you mad if you take the game too seriously. And I get frustrated at the game, but I never really get like angry.
Can't even compete with an old man.
You can see me trying to run away with Jace because I want to switch with Jace and I'm trying to gain the spacing too. I'm having trouble input the switch. You guys know why I'm having trouble inputting it. But it's fine. He gets a switch with his Roshi. I get a switch with my Jace. My Lord Slug is pretty badly damaged compared to his Raccoon. Let's see if I can close that gap. If not, then it would be great if I could get some, yeah, if I could switch off without getting damaged too much. I get some clutch vanishes there. It's really important, like at this point in the meta and how people do their combos, at this point it's more important to vanish heavy attacks than it is to super counter combos, right? I've been saying this entire time, vanishing the heavy attacks is going to be more important than super countering at a certain point. That's not to say super countering is not important, but super countering doesn't win you back the engagement. It only does if you have key advantage. Vanishing wins you back the engagement. Okay, I take that opportunity to transform. Knock him back. It's a risk, but like, I need more damage on him, so I have to be willing to take that risk. It's a risk approaching him when he has key advantage. I have Wild Sense up. I do it again. Wild Sense is best used to be really aggressive and offensive. Any defensive tool is best used when you're trying to engage offensively. That way it covers up any mistakes you have in your offense. Like this right here. Wild Sense saved me from getting knocked back over and over. If you use it defensively, then it becomes easy to counter. Luckily, the drink wasn't paying attention. I get his Deborah into red health, and that is massive. I have since closed the gap of damage that he did to my mid Goku. So the risky play on my part was worth it. It paid off. Was it an optimal play? Hell no. But sometimes risky plays are better than optimal plays. Especially with the timer being 6 minutes. Especially that. Like I've been playing a lot of 10-minute games with my viewers. There's so much more time to set things up and come back. And a lot of people would watch my matches and be like, damn, Alan is losing really badly. And then I come back really hard. And it's like, it's not because I was losing against some viewers because I was spending a lot of time setting things up. Right? So of course I'm gonna be behind for a bit. But in these 6-minute matches, you don't have that time. You do not have time to set things up. You only have like 1 or 2 opportunities to do it. If you don't get it off, then you have to do it eventually. And that's basically what I did with my Goku mid. Right? I took the risk, transformed, even if I had a lot less health than the Burra, and it paid off. And that might be a big issue with having an infinite timer, like I suggested in one of my videos. Having an infinite timer and a forfeit option might make the 5v5s not as bad, but people could just stall and try to get transformations with all of their characters and refuse to take risks. The timer of the game makes people take risks when they're behind, like I did. But we'll see if it all pays off. Right now, it's still anybody's game. He switches in Deborah, because if he gets another switch off with Deborah, then he could regain even more health. Which I probably shouldn't have challenged that Vanish for to begin with. He's going to be able to switch and get even more health now. He brings in his low health Zarbon. I have Goku. I could finish him here. I should be doing a much better job of avoiding his perception, but
Don't bother. It's over.
Goku mid is so mid. Oh my god, that was so stressful. You can see I said Goku mid is so mid, and that was really stressful. But yeah, I did not enjoy playing with Goku mid. I'm just happy I got 1 game. It was important for my mental health to win at least 1 game. But anyway, GG's to the drink. If you guys learned something, like and subscribe. And hey, just because Goku mid is not the best character in the game, and he's not even if he's not viable, that doesn't mean you shouldn't use him, right? I was able to beat a Z rank at least once with him, so that goes to show that if you just get your skill up, you can make any character work. You don't have to play meta, and I feel like I have to say that every single video now.